Just got the DJI hooked up, so I'll see how it all goes. Alright, I just got my license back in early December, and I did my open course the first week in March, which was good to get past, and now I've got to spend another year and a half or just over under 2 years on my lambs, and then when my 2 years is up, then I can go for my R license. So at the moment I'm restricted to riding a 660cc engine, which is not too bad, it's pretty good. I bought myself a little 390 Duke just to learn on, because I hadn't been on a bike for probably about 30 years. So I used to ride trail bikes when I was younger, and when I moved to the big smoke I sort of didn't keep my license, which in hindsight I wish I actually did, because it's quite a process to get your license back in Queensland now anyway. And I'll run through the process of what I did and how I got it. So I went for my license with Motorcycle Masters here at Nurang Port Beach, and that was back in December, and that was a 2-day pre-learner course, which is good fun to do. And the guys are just up here on the left hand side. This is where they work out of. Let's see if I can show you some of their office. There it is, just up there. No classes on today. But yeah, Rob Jensen's the manager of Motorcycle Master, really nice guy. And I'll put a link to their website down in my description so you can have a look and check them out. They're good fun to go with. And then you've got to be on your L's for just over 90 days. And then once you've done your L's, then you can go and do your open course, which I did back early March with the same guys. And it was good fun. It was only a 1-day course. Get it done pretty quick. Now it's finding nice though to ride on your own without having to worry about having someone with you and whatever else. It's actually quite nice. So watch out for this car here. Watch out for that car coming out. So I'm just going to head out to the M1, which is the highway, and we'll go down south a bit, see how we go. But no, it's been great fun back on the bike. I was quite enjoying it though. Obviously parents were quite nervous about me getting a motorbike again, because there's the Gold Coast has seen a lot of growth over the last 15-20 years, so there's a lot more traffic around here now, and it's on a motorbike you do have to be very, very vigilant. You've got to keep your eyes open and all the time. That's what Rob said, always look. Alright, off on the highway we go. Bad for a Saturday morning so far, not bad traffic. Gets pretty busy by about 10 o'clock. So when I'm riding, I'm always just watching every single car. I guess every car's a threat on this highway, so just stick in the left hand lane and just keep your eyes peeled. Now on this highway there's always a speed camera at the bottom of the hill down here, so everyone hits the skids when they see it. All these red lights come on, and yet there are some times when you go past this speed camera you're not even doing 100 kilometers. There was one day the other week I was doing 75. It's like, how ridiculous. If you're not breaking the law, then you should be fine. So a beautiful Saturday today, nice and sunny, not a cloud in the sky, beautiful. Nice day to go for a ride. So this is the first time using the DJI microphone, so hopefully it's working well. So I put a cattail on the microphone, so hopefully it should make it better. I've got one little microphone in my side pocket, so hopefully it's picking up a bit of the exhaust sound as well. So we'll see how it all goes when I get back home and start doing some editing. Start to roll off the gas a bit, and you guys like this who just have no idea. You can go around the corner, just go around. What are they doing, honestly? See, they're the kind of nuffies that you deal with on the Gold Coast. That's why I've always got to be looking on a motorbike. People just have no idea where to go, what to do. Some of the drivers, I guess not just here but anywhere, my wife and I watch these Aussie dashcam videos and you see the absolute morons that drive cars and motorbikes that matter. Sometimes the motorbike guys are no better. You watch some of those Moto Madness videos, it's like, holy dooly. Yeah, I'd been wanting to get my bike license for quite a few years, but I sort of umped and ahed as we had kids, so we had a bigger family, and it was always trying to find the time to ride the bike. But now our kids are older, they've all left school, just about, got jobs, got their own cars. So my wife said, "Dad, just go and get your bike license. It's something you've been wanting to do." And I must admit, I'm having a great time doing it. It's you ride to work every morning, and so the winters in the Gold Coast aren't too bad. They're pretty mild up here. So if you wear the nice jackets and everything else, you got a couple of thermals on, you're not too cold getting to work. For me, it's a short ride into work anyway, then it's always nice coming home in the afternoon, but it's certainly a great way to get around. It beats traffic. It's just a nice, I guess it's fun, that's what it is, it's just fun on the bike. And I'll hopefully have a riding buddy soon. My wife is going down the path of getting her trike license, which will be great, so we were hoping to sort of plan some rides together and we'll do some videos with her trike. She bought a Riker, which is a 3-wheel trike, so I had a test ride of it the other week when the guy brought it down, and it's actually quite surprising. Actually a nice little machine, goes really well. I think for her it'll be a perfect bike to ride. She wasn't too confident to ride a 2-wheeler, which not everyone is. I mean, motorbikes can be quite tricky at times, so. But yeah, beautiful morning for a ride and not a cloud in the sky. Lovely morning. And I bought myself an Insta RS1, which is a great camera. Like I'm just doing a 4K version at the moment, but I've also got the 360 lens, it's amazing the views you can get from the 360. I'm hoping to do more kind of vlogging. Like I still work full time, so it's hard to get out and do motor vlogs every day, because as everyone says, the editing takes it's a long time. But I wish I could spend more time, but hopefully with our situation's changing a bit, which is nice. So hopefully I can do a few more motor vlogs and get a few more videos loaded. But it's just getting the content. These Insta action cameras are amazing when you watch the footage. It's amazing how clear the footage can be. That's the one thing about when you finish your RE course, and then you sort of just learn the roadcraft. I went with Andy, he was my instructor. And then of course when you ride, it's about just learning roadcraft, learning where to position yourself on the bike in the lane, what to look at, always be looking. Just be mindful of always what's around you, because you just never know. I mean, as I said, cars can come up on you so quick. But always just check your mirrors, have a quick look up ahead, see what's ahead of you. Good to see cheap fuel again. It's come down again, which is nice. Might be a good time to fill up. Yeah, so when you get back into motorcycling, like as everyone says, the outlay is a bit expensive. I mean, obviously, I bought the bike brand new. little 390 Duke. It was just over 7,500, so it wasn't a bad price. Got it from KTM at Bigger Waters. And then of course, obviously when you ride a motorbike, you've got to make sure you have all the right protective gear. So I bought the right jackets, the pants. They've all got Kevlar lining. They've all got sort of obviously protection inside them, which I think you need to if you're going to ride these days. And you still see so many guys that ride in shorts and t-shirts, and it's like, nah, you come off that and your skin graft's going to take a long time. Yeah, good indicator. That's what you've got to put up with here on the Gold Coast. Probably anywhere actually. People forget how to use indicators. No wonder people use so much fuel off and on the accelerator all the time. Just Jesus Christ. I must admit that is one good thing about a small bike. It's so nimble, and so I mean the pickup on the Duke is really good. It's not a bad little bike. It's not bad for a single cylinder bike. The only thing I find with a single cylinder in low gears, sometimes when you've really got to feather the clutch well and use the accelerator in low gear, it doesn't idle too well. But tell you what, on the highway with the pickup, anything above 4,000 revs, really good. It's got a lot of get up and go for not a bad little bike to learn on. That's why I got it. Hadn't been on a bike for a while, so it's good to start on something smaller. Now obviously the more you ride in traffic, you get more confident. It's a bit nerve-wracking when you first start out after not being on a bike for so long. But when you sort of get back on the bike and you get back in traffic, and it's pretty good. Like, yeah, the first couple of rides I was a bit nervous. I was mainly going around home, just doing a bit of a square around home, just trying to get used to the bike and the feel for the handling and the movement of the bike, and learning all those skills that you learn on your REL course. And of course, you get once you do more riding in traffic, it's good. Yeah, you become more confident. At some point, you've got to push yourself and just take that next step and go on a busier road. You can't sort of avoid. I mean, the thing about traffic on the Gold Coast, it's busy no matter where you go now. So every road's got cars on it. It's so busy, and the population's still growing. It's going to keep growing. So I think it's only going to get worse. So just put yourself out there, but be safe. Ride carefully. My wife and I just came back from we did the Everest Base Camp trek, which was absolutely amazing. But as we said, it was definitely pushed us both physically and mentally. Was very tough. It was a lot harder than what they make out in these YouTube videos. All the YouTubers, they show all the fun bits, but the hard bit, wow, it was tough. The climbs on the Everest in certain parts were very steep, and even though I'd been running for a good 6 months, 8 months, even I was struggling in parts. But it was an amazing trip to do, though. It was absolute eye-opener. I mean, the Himalayas are something to behold.